Think you know what Hawaii is all about. Beaches, cocktails, smiling locals handing out flower leaves? Huh. Welcome to a place where volcanoes breathe fire, rain is considered a blessing, and taking a rock might get you cursed by a volcano goddess named Pele. Hawaii isn't just a vacation, it's a test of your flexibility, your humor, your ability to be amazed. If you came here expecting things to go as planned, welcome to the islands where plans don't survive, but the memories absolutely do. This is not what you expected. So you thought Hawaii was just beaches and piña coladas, sunsets, palm trees, and someone handing you a flower lei while ukulele music drifts by? Cute. But the real Hawaii doesn't care about your expectations. Here, the earth breathes fire. Rain isn't an inconvenience, it's sacred. Taking the wrong rock might curse your week. And spam is practically a religion. This is the place where the land teaches you to listen. And where your itinerary? That's just a polite suggestion. Aloha doesn't mean what you think. Aloha means hello. Also goodbye. Also love, peace, and don't yell at the barista energy. It's a lifestyle. If you act like a jerk, you're doing it wrong. The myth of the perfect trip. You made plans, you had a checklist, but Hawaii laughs at itineraries. The perfect trip isn't the one that goes smoothly, it's the one that changes you. When you stop chasing moments and start living inside them, here, detours become discoveries. Missed turns become new favorites. The broken sandal? It led you to a general store where a local uncle told you a story you'll never forget. The weather turns? Locals smile. Lucky we live Hawaii, they say, because rain means growth, and growth means you're doing it right. Let Hawaii mess up your schedule. That's when the magic happens. It's not just scenery, it's sacred. That cliff, it's not just a view, it's an ancestor's resting place. That stone path, laid by hands long gone. Here, nature isn't just nature, it's family, it's memory, it's alive. The wind carries voices. The ocean repeats the old songs. Even the rocks are watching. What you see as a photo opportunity might be someone's lineage. What feels like wilderness might be the bones of a king. So tread lightly, listen deeply, speak softly. Respect what you don't yet understand because this land remembers everything. Locals aren't your background actors. This isn't Disneyland. The people here aren't props in your vacation photos. They're teachers, storytellers, protectors of this land. They carry generations of wisdom. They heal with laughter. They welcome, but only if you arrive with respect. Want to really experience Hawaii? Talk less. Watch more. Be kind. Tip well. Say thank you in their language. Ask questions, but listen more than you speak. Because the people make the place, and if you're lucky, they'll let you in on what really matters. Pele is always watching. Pele, the goddess of fire, lightning, wind, and volcanoes, isn't just legend here. She is the land. She created these islands, and she protects them. Take a piece of her home without permission, and she may take something from you in return. People try. They mail rocks back from all over the world accompanied by apology letters, broken hearts, lost jobs. You'll hear the stories. Some say it's superstition. Others swear it's real. But here's the truth. It's not about fear. It's about respect, reverence, boundaries. This isn't a place for collecting souvenirs. This is a place to learn what not to take and why it matters. When you walk near the lava fields, walk softly. You are on sacred ground. Paradise has a price. They don't put this part on the brochure. But paradise, it comes with a price tag. Yes, that lei is beautiful. Yes, the view is priceless. But everything else, it adds up. For tourists, it's a surprise. For locals, it's a daily battle. Many work multiple jobs just to stay afloat. Grocery prices are among the highest in the country. Rent climbs faster than the tide. So when you visit, be generous. Tip well. Don't complain about the smoothie costing $12. Ask yourself who made it and how far those papayas traveled. Supporting local doesn't just mean buying souvenirs. It means understanding that what's magical for you is hard-earned for someone else. This is not America's backyard. Hawaii is a U.S. state, but that's not the whole story. It was once a sovereign kingdom, overthrown, annexed, And for many locals, that history still hurts. You'll see flags you don't recognize, you'll hear chants you don't understand, you'll feel pride and pain woven into the land. This isn't just paradise for tourists. It's home for people still healing, still resisting, still reclaiming what was lost. To visit Hawaii responsibly is to know that beneath the leis and the walls is a legacy of struggle and a fight for identity that continues to this day. You don't need to fix it, but you do need to see it. The real food is found in trucks and annies. You might have come looking for ocean view dining and white tablecloths. But in Hawaii, the best meals are found in places without Yelp reviews, just a smoky grill, a handwritten menu, and a smile from someone who's been feeding the neighborhood for 30 years. That old auntie spooning out lalau doesn't need a culinary degree. She's got something better. Generations of wisdom in her hands. Every dish here tells a story. Spam musubi, it's survival food turned into a comfort icon. Kalua pork, cooked underground and in imu, it carries the flavor of community gatherings and the rhythm of old chants. Shave ice, a rainbow in a paper cup that melts just fast enough to remind you to savor every second. So skip the hotel buffet, follow the smell of grilled butterfish, look for the truck with the longest line, ask questions, say mahalo before your first bite. Because in Hawaii, food isn't just about taste. It's about respect. It's about history. It's about being present with the people, the land, and the stories that flavor every meal. And trust me, no fine dining reservation can compete with that. Nature teaches. You didn't just fly across the ocean, you stepped into a classroom older than any book. Here, the land is your teacher. The sky is your blackboard. The lessons? Endless. The reef doesn't shout, but it teaches balance how every fish, every coral, every current plays its part in harmony. The mountains stand still, yet speak of patience, of how true strength doesn't rush it, rises slowly, over time. And the ocean? The ocean is both cradle and crucible. One moment calm, the next unforgiving, reminding you that beauty and power often come wrapped together. Sit under a tree long enough, and someone might tell you a story, not a fable, but a memory. One that's lived in the soil, passed through generations, waiting for ears that are ready to hear. Children here grow up knowing that every rock has a name, every breeze a meaning, and you, the visitor, you're invited to listen, to learn. So slow down, take off your headphones, watch the waves, feel the wind, let the land speak. Because here, nature doesn't just surround you, it shapes you. Weather is a character. In most places, weather is a small talk topic. In Hawaii, it's a central character in your story. The morning might greet you with golden light and soft breezes. By noon, you're drenched in rain that came out of nowhere, then vanished just as fast, leaving behind the kind of rainbow you thought only existed in cartoons. Locals don't check the forecast, they check the mountains. They don't ask, will it rain, but where will it rain today? Here, weather isn't something to be controlled, it's something to be respected. It waters the taro, cools the lava, interrupts your plans, and reminds you that you are not in charge. So when the rain falls on your hike or wedding or sunset photo shoot, don't run. Stand still, close your umbrella, because the island is saying something. It's telling you to let go, be here, be real. And when the clouds part, as they always do, you'll realize the moment you didn't plan for was the one you'll remember most. Luau is more than a buffet. You might think a luau is just a Hawaiian version of an all-you-can-eat buffet, a party with roast pig, colorful drinks, and a few hula dancers for flair. But a real luau is something deeper. It's a gathering, a homecoming, where families share stories, not just dishes, where chants, songs, and dances aren't entertainment, they're oral history. That hula is not just hip swaying, it's storytelling each movement, each gesture, carrying generations of memory. So next time you're invited to a luau, bring more than your appetite. Bring curiosity, bring respect, because the food is only the beginning. The ocean has rules. In Hawaii, the ocean isn't a pool. It isn't tame, and it definitely doesn't exist for your entertainment. It's alive, ancient, powerful, and always watching. Locals don't fear it, they know it. They read waves the way others read books. They know which tides cradle you and which ones can take you under in seconds. You might see calm waters and think it's safe, but underneath, a current strong enough to carry you far from shore before you even realize what happened. That's why locals don't turn their backs to the ocean, ever. They wait, they listen, they learn its moods, and they teach their kids early. Respect the sea, or you won't last long near it. So if a sign says, "Don't swim today," believe it. If a lifeguard warns you, thank them. If locals are sitting on shore instead of surfing, maybe you should too. Because this isn't a wave pool. This is an elemental force. A giver of life, a taker of pride. And if you're lucky, a teacher of humility. Listen to the ocean. Obey its rules. And it might just let you in. Don't just visit. Support. You came to see the beaches. But Hawaii is more than a view. It's a living, breathing home. And like any home, it needs care. So don't just visit. Support. Buy your souvenirs from the woman who hand-carved them, not from the airport gift shop. Eat where aunties cook from memory, not where the portions come frozen. Stay in places that are owned by locals, or at least give back to the communities they depend on. Support is more than money. It's learning a few words in Holala, Hawaii. It's asking questions with curiosity, not judgment. It's picking up your trash. It's respecting signs. It's listening when someone shares their story, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Because when you give back, the island gives more. A smile, a conversation, a sunset that hits different because you know you've earned your place in that moment. Travel can extract, or it can connect. And in Hawaii, connection is the only currency that really matters. What you'll really take home: you came for beaches. You found meaning. You came for fun. You found wonder. In Hawaii, things rarely go as planned, but what you get instead, it lingers, it teaches, it humbles. And when you leave, it's not with souvenirs. It's with stories, smiles, and maybe a little aloha stitched into your soul. So mahalo for watching. If this journey moved, you hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who thinks Hawaii is just about beaches. Trust us, there's so much more. Stick around. We've only just begun to uncover the real stories of the word.